You know, you people in these positions, in the positions I am supposed to have, you know, I really want y'all to understand. Y'all was doing all this. Y'all was doing all this for the man. And he was doing all this for the money. You know what I was doing all this for? For my life. I didn't give a fuck who the man was. I didn't give a fuck how much money it was. You know? I'm telling you straight up. You know why I ain't give a shit? Because I was the one in the car accidents, operating tables, flatlining every part of my body in pain, no medicine working, not even street drugs. I might do weed or some pills. I ain't go further than that. You know what I'm saying? Liquor not working, and I adapt constantly. I'm adapting, and it wasn't any of y'all, none of y'all was around me doing any of that stuff. Just like none of y'all was around me when I was younger and my boyfriend died. None of y'all was around me when my last one died. And even though my brother had something to do with it. But I knew the plot thickened. Because things became very rapid. Everything was of a violent nature on steroids. And it was multiple hits. Nobody was listening to me after the first one. Nobody was listening to me. The death in my house. Nobody was listening to me when I'm on them operating tables. Nobody was listening to me no matter how much pain I was in. Well, I still need to go to work, make some money. I still needed to get these kids to school. And if you wanted me to come out of town to see you, or be at a family function, or run errands for you, you wanted me to still do it. Everybody knew all the pain I was in. None of y'all cared. It didn't matter if he was a friend, or a boyfriend, co-worker. It didn't matter. The memo was, still is, certain things you do to me, you get certain things out of it. Imagine over time, you tell more people that. Imagine you're a practitioner and you see it and you keep using her. And your family uses her. Her family uses her. Any random comes through the door, you're using her. And if family have friends, they tell their friends. If I meet people they already know. Then it just grows and grows and grows until people are using me around the world. And you might think when I'm saying that I'm over exaggerating. I am not. When God talked on my brain, they all allowed me to hear Russians, Africans, Peruvians, Australians, South Americans, Americans. You know. And people were very bold. Very. I meant, like, fuck you, you bitch. Die, you whore. Okay? I want your organs. Or I own you. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of shit. Even with my eyes open like this. You know, I see an actual hand coming to my face. Like this. And I have to talk. And it's just me. It's nobody else in my house. It's nobody else in my room. God's in my ear. One side. Mother God's on another side. Angels are coming in to talk. Ancestors are coming in to talk. And then that happens too. And I say, I don't know who the fuck you are, where you coming from, what you doing, but you better remove your motherfucking hand from off the inside of my eyes because I can see you. And you know what the person says? Oh shit, she's awake. Yeah, you damn fucking right. I'm awake. Now, all of y'all that told somebody that you was tapped into me and that you put parts of me in places. So your little covens, groups, cults, and churches and friends could tap into me and have parts of my essence in a lab. And it's so organized to the point where it's like you're paying for my blood. And no one wants to tell me anything. Everyone had the same thought process. We're going to make her look like she's stupid. She's retarded. She doesn't know what she's talking about. It's all of us and it's just her. And all of us are going to get together and we're going to defeat her. She will be dead soon. She was almost dead. I left her at a good time. While all of you were out there celebrating my demise, I would hear you. And you were so cocky, confident, nasty, rude, entitled. And everyone had the same thought. She ain't shit. Fuck her. And you know what I would say to God? You mean to tell me my energy is assisting these ungrateful motherfuckers? Yep. What you think about it? None of you thought for a second, not for 1 second, that even when she says God saved her, God knocked on my brain, both of them, male and female, ancestors yelling in my ear, telling me to wake up. What's coming to my home? Angels yelling in the ethers, telling God she doesn't know what's going on. She isn't aware. And this is going down. When I say it and I write it, it hurts. But you know what hurt more? When you don't believe it. And you know what you still do? You go overseas, you pay your money, and you do another spell, or you steal something out my house, you take clothes, you mail it off, or you become a kitchen witch and you doing the things yourself, or you go to your meetings and you still doing it. Do you know it's been over a year? I'm still here. Do you know for over a year, even after I tell people, God helped me, nobody else helped me. You still kept doing it. And I'm just keeping it 100. God also told me it was going to make me sad. And they were going to be my help and my strength. You know? What do I mean by sad? Even when God opened my energy back up, He had already told me, none of you are remorseful at all. I am not looked at as a person. I'm looked at as a means to an end, an object, something to be used and controlled. Not revered, not loved, not cared for. But that was supposed to happen. And God was like, watch. You know what y'all did? As soon as you saw it open, more death. Death, death, fucking death. All fucking day. In rotation. Didn't matter what kind. Accident, overdose, heart attack, poison, trip and fall, dog bite. You know the dog that you wanted to send to my home? was supposed to be a vicious dog to maul me? I came outside. Nobody knows where the dog came from. But he was just as sweet and nice. And that dog knew exactly where my house was. Exactly. And his big ass wanted me to pet him. You know? You did violent magic, chaos magic, manipulation magic. You did all of these things. Even to children that came to my house. To destroy me, my house, and them. You had a plan. Take everything from her. We're going to have it. She doesn't deserve it. She doesn't need it. You know? Because I heard y'all talks. Not only did you want to dominate me, control me, and manipulate me, and some of you wanted to choke me out in my sleep. Or better yet, when we're having sex. Some of you want me confined to a room where you can just energy harvest this off of me. Okay. Some of you wanted to sell me out for some big old bucks and turn me into a sex traffic angel. You know? I guess because angelic pussy go for a lot, okay? Y'all didn't think I heard you. But I did. So it didn't matter in the spirit if I heard your names. I already knew most of you anyway. It didn't matter if you were cracking a joke in the spirit. It didn't even matter that any of you were trying to apologize to me in the spirit. No matter what. Opening up my energy was not going to happen. Nope. Using me wasn't and isn't a part of my destiny. You know? So, when everyone was doing this, all the realms saw what I could take. And every realm said that they're going to make sure that this works out in my advantage. And every blessing, every manifestation that I had since a child, at 6 years old, I would be granted. Even if you took it. Every gift that God gave me that you people took, I was going to get them back. And my status in the 3D was going to rise to fit my status in the 5D. Because what you people were thinking is, if you fuck up my 3D, everything, then it would be impossible for me to climb out. God told me you were going to do that too. And he said, don't worry, baby girl, we got it. We watching them. We correcting it. We know who did it and who's doing it. Even if you don't prosecute them, we will prosecute them. Because it's time for them to be prosecuted. And what the hell realm, celestial realm, spiritual realm, earthly realm, and the heavenly realm saw was the fact that I was nice. I didn't touch anybody. I didn't do anything to anybody. I didn't say anything out the way. And you guys were getting angry because I was defending myself. Because I was ratting out your little groups. Because your reputation was on the line and going to be ruined. Okay? And you had other people in training. Real time, real life training. On doing magic, on me, and coaching. Coaching for certain results. You all also were in my energy, pretending to be me, to get close to God, to be able to talk to God, to take my blessings, to take my dreams, to take my aspirations, to take my creations. Everybody wanted to leave me stuck holding the bill. The bill was death. No matter what. Doesn't matter if you made $40 million off of me, $20 million, or $1 million. Your response for what you wanted to have happen to me, death. But when you would take it upon yourself to do any form of magic, everyone already knew. I didn't do any. I didn't know how. I wasn't trained. Secrets were kept, not told to me. Okay? Everybody wanted me to die. Even from my surgeries, even when you take my DNA and my eggs and you fuse it with another divine being in your labs and shit, and you're producing children that are mine, but I don't have any myself, right? And you're utilizing them for harvesting. There's a lot I was privy to. I also was privy to the criminals that were in and out of the system, and how y'all picked them to approach me to be my friend or to be my boyfriend. You also paid them to do things to me, to poison me, to cause a fight, all of that. You know? I asked a question to God. I said, is this what it's like to be a God? He said it's worse. And I'm the hope, even for the gods. The whole time I've been talking, I'm the hope for heaven, spirit, hell, earth, heaven, universe. They were not, none of them were going to let anything happen to me. Because God meant what he said. You're going to get all my motherfucking money back. You know what the ancestors said? You're our hope. We can get our revenge on everyone that killed us for money. Tortured us for money. Lied on us for money. And we, your ancestors, will be living vicariously through you. Now, I got ancestors going back to the beginning of time. God gave me them. Whatever I didn't know how to do. They were gods and ascended masters. They did it. I'm the evidence, God says. Living, breathing, walking. Evidence. I am survival. Evidence. And I am of so much value. That there's no amount of money in this world or any of the other worlds where they will allow you to utilize it to kill me. That's what God meant by I'm the code. Excuse me. No, I got it too hot. I'm the code. I'm the golden ticket. I'm the keys. I'm the universe. I'm the law. Meaning the laws. The laws of Mayat. I'm judgment. I'm everything good. Nothing bad. Because I don't do bad things. Out here to people. I do fair and just things. No matter my thought. I've always been obedient to God. Because guess what? God has saved my life. Why would I disrespect him? Why would I not side with him? Why would I leave a guy hanging? None of y'all were in the operating rooms with me. None of you went to the doctor or the hospital with me. None of you were in the car accidents. Okay? None of you were with me when I had to fight somebody, defending myself in any kind of way. Yet you're so upset that everything that you stole, my life, heritage, divinity, you tried to steal. Anything that kept me in a forward moving fashion. You guys did it out of jealousy, envy, hate. All of you thought you could have my position. None of you thought about what I said. That God has always helped me. God has always talked to me. God has always looked out for me. And you know what I understood that y'all didn't? You forgot. God has no concept of time. God doesn't operate off of time. God can see all of your timelines, though. And God knows what all of you are going to do to me. So he set it up in my birth, right? In my DNA, my cells, my brain, like hardwire. So you can look at me like a switch, plug, grid, or everything. Because I have Mother and Father God in me. Not them fake shits, real ones. The real ones. And in case y'all think I'm playing, I want you to get with your little friends, right? And y'all swap your little stories on all y'all little shits you want to do to me. And that some people that took the time out to actually execute it, right? And something happened to them. That's God defending me. They're not letting any harm come to me of any kind, on any level, from any of you. Because of the work I've done in the past. Because of, yes, who I am to God, but also because I was really here at the beginning of time. And when you are switching to the beginning of time, right? You need someone from the beginning of time. That's all God is doing. Now, if all of you don't want to fall in place, fall in line, do some reciprocity, reparations, good deed, give back, all of that, whatever it is. Because you know what you've done, right? So do they. And I said this on another video, and I said this in writing too. When you disobey, God said to me, you can delay all this if you want. You know, you get put back in the matrix, it activates your kill switch. You know, that means I'm fair game for y'all. Why would I go back when I heard all of what you said? And that's all y'all wanted was death. So you were hoping to devastate me so bad that I would take myself out, relinquish my throne, relinquish my rights, relinquish everything under fear. I understood quickly. I was never in fear. No parts of my life. Y'all were gaslighting me and using your narcissistic tendencies. I caught on to that. So imagine, like, let's say you got 10 people in 10 different places, but they got all the same magic. It don't matter if they doing it the same day or around the same time, because y'all have done that too. Get on the phone together. You know what I'm saying? But even if it's scattered out a couple of days, you already know that that's whatever that spell is going to hit me with some force. You know it. And you never use your intelligence to say, she made it through all 10 of us. Why are we doing this? She talks about God. She might be on to something. If it's 10 or 20, 30 in y'all group, 10, 15 in another group, 100 in another group, if it's 1,000,000 in a group, it doesn't fucking matter, okay? All of you were seen. And I was already equipped and strong enough to handle it. That's what you should have paid attention to when you were surveillancing me. You know? Excuse me. God doesn't send a weak-willed, weak-minded, lack mindset. No listening, no control. Immature soldier to battle. If I was, he would have bypassed me, you know, found someone else. He wouldn't have tapped on my brain. But you know, when he did, and when he told me, guess what it turned into? Me volunteering. Because I didn't need to know all the details. Details didn't matter. He came to my house. Daylight. Wanted to just do me in. And just knowing I could have died. And then knowing what I could have died over. Oh, it's so disgusting. My skin crawls. So fucking disgusting. I knew none of you were in your right mind, because a person in their right mind would say, I ain't killing nobody over no man. I ain't strong arming no yellow bone over no man. Or red bone for that matter. You know, not you. Not you. I don't know if all of you understand how immature all of you are with the things you say and the things you do. Somehow you think you're going to get good news and a good outcome, and all you're putting out is bad against good outcome people. You know, it's like everyone had in their mind, we don't want her to be right. We don't want her to be telling us the truth, because I got this bone to pick with her, and I want to make sure that I can just do this and do that and do this and do that. So it's a habit. Everybody got into habits of killing me. Man, sounds pretty hurtful to me. So I don't understand why, even in the ethers, you want sympathy. You want someone to think about your kids, your life, what you got going on, your reputation, and you didn't think about my life. You didn't think about my brother's kids. You didn't even think about the fact that you were stealing that money from us and what we needed and what we had to do. You just fucked me up, right? Made you feel good. Knowing good and well you couldn't handle it if it happened to your people. But because you guys took me through all of these things, it's like God is saying it is going to happen to your people. Because sometimes you think whatever you've done, you got to pay back your karma. Then sometimes you've done so much that your family pays back your karma. You know? Who wants to keep doing that? I'm the one that's going to tell you. I'm not. I did it already. Y'all should be looking for somebody else. I can love you from afar and not let you in my energy. I could be right there next to you and not let you in my energy. You could be telling me all the good shit in the fucking world. I ain't letting you in my energy. I ain't letting nobody in the inside of me for no reason at all unless you genuinely love me. You know what that means? It has to be felt. It has to feel real. That means you got to put forth some effort. Apply care. So it's like, to y'all demons, the age of Aquarius, and it's all about love, you might as well go ahead and get a class on love. I'm gonna teach the bitch. Cause you gotta be in love to make it. That means you gotta give a damn. You gotta give a damn. Whether you like them or not, you gotta give a damn. Whether I like y'all or not, I gotta give a damn. Whether I know you or not, I gotta give a damn. And you join the bandwagon, I gotta give a damn. But I don't have to give a damn to the extent of sacrificing my life for you to be happy. Find your own happiness in your life. Don't go seeking after somebody else's. Especially when you don't want to get found out or caught for doing heinous things, supposedly covert. I don't care who the person is. Y'all motherfuckers should have stopped when God knocked on my fucking brain. You know? And even if it sounds far-fetched, you should have took it into consideration because you're spiritual. At least that's what you call yourself. So why won't you be looking at the dark or the light? You know? Why you just look at the dark? And then, when you put me in the worst places, the worst conditions, around the worst type of people, and you thought that they were gonna what, make me melt or something? And none of you are around me. And none of you thought that I could adjust. And I don't even understand how you folk didn't understand I was using logic. Everything I was doing wasn't always based off of emotion. If that was the case, it would have been gone. You know. I understand you can die from a broken heart. I also understand when people want to deliberately break your heart, why should you continue to give it to them? It need to make some sense. You know, what's the point? The only point is what y'all want to make. Snake hub. That's all. You know? I never wanted my mom and my daddy to see like this side of me. When I have to look y'all in your eye on a damn screen, or if I had to look you in your eye in person and tell you some real raw facts, some motherfucking truth, and you don't believe it, catch an attitude, and get jealous, but whatever I say happens. And I'm playing shit. I don't give a fuck about nobody else's life. That's the difference. I give a fuck about mine. And y'all were hoping I ain't give a fuck about myself. And you were hoping I give more of a fuck about y'all. Now I would break my back for my mom and my daddy. Everybody else, what the fuck I look like? I might used to break it for my siblings, but in reality, what the fuck I look like? I'm gonna make sure I help my brother. Don't get him out of jail. Because he in there under false pretenses. Just like I'm getting prosecuted off of false pretenses. Well, wouldn't you know? And when criminals be criminal, that's just like the saying, you never interrupt the devil while he's busy. Because you might miss something. I don't miss nothing. If I'm not able to do something at the time, because I'm too ill, I chill out. I get back on it. This go around, nobody wanted me to get back up and to get back on shit. Y'all was trying to drill that shit in my head and make that my reality and make that clear for me. God said, where they do that at? I really said shit. I don't know, Daddy got shit. I want some shit like damn. They want me to accept a different reality. But y'all are sneaky. You ain't wanna come talk to me and paint me a picture of the reality then. Like, not at all. You know what y'all want to do? You wanted to paint me a reality in the spirit. So, how does that work when spirit be talking to me? Man. And then all y'all using me to talk to spirit. But it's like the game y'all was playing was a no-brainer. It was easy, and I don't understand why y'all ain't figured it out. But if you ain't angelic, you can't get no angelic position. You know what I'm saying? Just because y'all think I ain't angelic, that don't mean the position is yours. It's an angelic position. So guess what? There's an angelic team that looks at it. And even if y'all feel some kind of way, right? And still don't look at me right? You know what? God looks at me. Because he already know. He know my heart. He know my frequency too. He know my heat signature. He know my vibration. Just think. Think of God like the damn military. It's funny I use them, but, you got that heat seeker type shit. And, it's like God can spot you. They know who they give things to. And they know why. No tulip. No. And they know why. Because it's set. You can't change what is set. You can change what's set on 3D, but you can't change what's set on 5D. So, what made y'all think you can override God? Because you already knew it was set to me. That's how you found out about me, to even want to circle around and do all this to me during this time. That's because you knew. You try to give yourself 5-10 year head start. Because if you can get me down, I'm chosen. Then you work on my brother. Believe it or not, he chosen too. Then you're going to go through the rest of the family on both sides. Sound like that's that colonialism all over again. It's not happening. That's what I want people to think. And to not make the same mistakes. I forgive everybody. Ben forgave y'all. Forgive yourself. Go to God. You know? Don't matter if you do or don't like what I say. It's kind of like you got to accept it anyway because, you know, God said so. And I think God wants to like reintroduce realism in people's everyday life. I think he kind of wants us to get out of the custom of lying or omitting the truth. You know? I think he's trying to get us to change and adjust with the times. Maybe, just maybe, your cellular DNA would grow. And you would change, but you'll be so happy that you did. Because you won't get to experience that feeling temporarily by coming or going or messing around with a person like me. You would have your own. So, you wouldn't have to fight or have a competition for a spot. You know? It's like, ugh, you just wouldn't. You know? It's like you just would know automatically what to respect. Like, oh, Janice won? Great for Janice. Not y'all. Shit. Looney Bins. I was raised with a lot of Looney Bins. Guess that was my training. So, I passed the crazy and the sane test. You can look at the word like that. Y'all still stuck on crazy. You're almost at insane. Ain't nowhere else to go but up. Unless you want to be eclipsed out under the abyss. Who the fuck want to do that? These are the real questions you ask yourself. Because you would have to equate scripture to the spirit. Even if it's a new world and it's the beginning. We ain't doing a recycle of the old. That means upgrades. You don't want no upgrades? Shit. I do that. It's just like the hidden stuff in the Nintendo. And then them bricks. It's got some extra money. Them some upgrades. It's better to have some angelic upgrades. You go to any goddamn realm. You ain't gotta just be on one. And you ain't gotta get in no damn trouble. And you won't have to get in no trouble. They know where you're going, what's going on, and it'll be all right. Oh my God, I gotta go. I don't even know what she wants to do, but I gotta go.